Through the generous contribution of Dr. Lewis's family, we're very fortunate to be able to share with you these timeless recordings of Dr. M. W. Lewis, a self-realized American yogi. Dr. Lewis was Paramahansa Yogananda's first American disciple and dearest personal friend. The wisdom Dr. Lewis imparts through these teachings will give you a dynamic and practical insight into the ancient science of yoga as taught by Paramahansa Yogananda. This lecture's title is Death, the End or the Beginning, and was recorded in San Diego, California on April 25, 1954.
Subject this morning, death, the end, or the beginning. Well, death is the end of the part that we are playing in the drama of life. It is also the end of you, if we are attached to that drama. So remember that. Death as we know it is the end of the part we are playing in the drama of life. It is also the end of us if we are attached to that drama of life which passes away. It is the beginning of a conscious, eternal existence if, right here in this life, we make that conscious, eternal existence our own through proper meditation and through God contact. So you can see this death is both the end and the beginning, whatever we make it. What is death? Death is the end of physical existence. But St. Paul said, I die daily. I die daily, he said. And yet he came about and preached and did God's work. Still he said, I die daily. In 1 Corinthians, the 15th chapter, I protest by the rejoicing that we have in the Christ consciousness. By the joy I feel, I declare that I die daily. Now what does it mean? What does Paul mean when he said, I die daily? That's the important thing. St. Paul meant that he attained a state of full relaxation from worldly consciousness. In other words, he attained conscious, sensory motor, organic relaxation. Put in simple words, simply means he relaxed from his body the life force into the spinal region and the region of the brain where God dwells within us. He relaxed that so completely that he died to outward consciousness. He died to worldly consciousness. He perceived, or went through, so to speak, consummated the state of conscious death. That's all. That's what St. Paul did. He died daily to outward consciousness. Therefore, he must have perceived the state of conscious death daily, which is not as hard a state to obtain as it seemed when I said it is conscious, motor, sensory, organic relaxation, full relaxation from outward consciousness. Sensory and motor, you know. Organic means the deep processes within, the organic processes, which go on through the subconscious mind by the power of God in us. He completely relaxed those things and obtained the state of conscious death. In other words, death was not new to St. Paul, and so it can also be to us. Not a thing to be feared, a thing to be known, and therefore its power removed. That is very important, what Paul said, I die daily. So if we can die daily and put our entire vital processes at rest, which you can do in meditation. It's not a mystical thing. Then life and death come under your control. If you can sit in meditation, consciously withdraw the life force from the body is inert, the mind is still, the functions have ceased, even to the extent that there's very little heartbeat and breath, and then you are fully conscious of the cosmic sound of Om, then you have overcome death. Because that's just what you're going to pass through when you leave this vehicle behind. You're going to pass through that state. The only thing, if you're used to it, if you know it, and you feel the heart slowing down, you feel the breath slowing down, and you know that they're going to stay slowed down, but you're used to that state and you feel the presence of God as a cosmic vibration. Hear the sound and feel His great love. There'll be no fear of death. It is the most joyful state because then the soul is freed from this vehicle. But if it is attached, it is not freed. That's where the struggle comes. So remember, it behooves each one of us to know this state which St. Paul spoke of, the state of conscious death. Conscious death. In other words, then you can